Hello YouTube, this is Miss Angel May and I am back for another video. As promised at the beginning of the month, I am bringing you, in honor of the last day of Pride Month, I am bringing you my coming out story. Now, my story isn't all dramatic, unfortunately. It's not one of those things that are going to make you go, but it's still a sweet story to me, and it's something that, I love to tell my friends or, people who are scared to come out, because I feel like it sheds a little light on that not every coming out story is like scary and hurtful. Now, I do have some scary and hurtful stories that, go along with my sexuality and other people's reactions, but this is going to focus primarily on when I first came out. Now, I was 15 years old and I decided that I was going to tell both my parents. Being that I didn't live with my father, I only lived with my mother and the guy she was dating at the time. I told my father first, so I actually came out twice. But I told him on the phone, and I knew what his reaction would be, because I knew how his side of the family felt about homosexuality, and I knew they didn't necessarily agree with it. But my father, being who he is, he kind of just said, you know what? I don't understand it. I don't necessarily like it, but if that's what you feel in your heart, I'm not gonna hate you for it because you're still my child. And that was that with him. It was real simple. I mean, if I can remember correctly, he probably made a joke about it. That kind of was just like, okay, that's real stupid. But, my dad just makes stupid jokes, and I just kind of laugh him off like I don't really care. But my mom was a different thing, because when I told her, that included telling the guy who she was dating at the time, because he was like real close to me. Like, he was in my life for many years. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to tell him too. So I remember that like it was yesterday. Like, I remember that in very vivid detail. I remember sitting at the table with my mom and her dude and my siblings, and, telling them that I wanted to talk to them about something, and I wanted the siblings to leave the table before I did it. And my mom, being who she is, she went, "Oh my God, does this have something to do with sex?" And I said yes and no, and she put her hands up and she just went, "Oh my God," and she kind of freaked out a little bit in the way that she does. My mom's not the freak out in front of you type, but you can kind of always tell when things are getting to her, because she'll start to squirm and whatnot. So she put her defense up, and I was just like, okay, that's understandable. But I told them, and they basically said that they already knew. One being because my one of my siblings had overheard the conversation with my father weeks prior and went and told them, so they already knew. But they said even before that they kind of knew because of my unnatural obsession with Beyonce. But little did they know, my obsession with her kind of comes from a lot more than what she looks like. It more so comes from like what she does as an artist. But of course, to them it was unnatural, and they're just like, she's attractive to her, which is true. I do find Beyonce very attractive, but it wasn't like I wasn't like gay for her, as they say. Well, maybe a little, but not like I am with Nicki, which is why I am wearing my Nicki Minaj t-shirt from the Pink Print tour, because I just think she's one of the sexiest women on the planet. Regardless of what any of you haters have to say about her body, I am a barb. I am part of the kingdom, as we like to call it. And I just think she's incredibly sexy. And plus, the shirt has the colors from the Bi Pride flag. It's just the Bi Pride colors, because the flag is just the flag. But yeah. So that was pretty much it. Like, they just told me that they knew. They said that as long as they got grandchildren out of it, like as long as I promised to somehow give them grandchildren, that they weren't bothered by it. They still don't understand it, and they still have their moments. My family, they all have their moments where they don't get it, but they don't really ask me about it. We don't talk about it. It's not something we like really get into. But that was pretty much it, and I'm just really happy that they kind of understood to the best of their abilities. Um, I'm really sorry about not being able to go to Pride this year, because I really did want to upload some stuff from that, but I ended up going to the Adunde Festival the week before Pride, so I just wasn't able to get back into the city 2 weekends in a row. But yeah, there's pictures and stuff from when I went to the Adunde Festival up on my Instagram and my Facebook. Instagram is I am underscore Angel May, and my Facebook is Miss Angel May. Those pictures are there if you want to see them, but it's not that many. So yeah, there's that. I will see you guys tomorrow actually for another video because I'm going to give you guys my feedback on what I think about Jay-Z's new album. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm about to go listen to it now because I had to, do some stuff before I actually listen to it. But I've been raving about it all day long. So I can't wait to actually sit down so I can really form my opinion. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.